Welcome to the William Hill SPFL Scottish Football Roundup, bringing you all the weekend and midweek action from the William Hill Championship in League One. This week, Ollie Shaw's hat-trick is enough to see Accies defeat Morton. Annan claimed the bragging rights in their derby win over Queen of the South. And Dunfermline inflict Livingston with their first league defeat in midweek.
To give someone like White that chance to get on the end of it. Delivery to come from Ewan Otto. Floated ball in, comes for Craig Clay. And it's somehow scrambled away by Falkirk. Miller into Nesbitt. Trying to work an angle. Drops it for Tate. Ball comes in first time. Gary Oliver, lovely first touch. Here's Ethan Ross. That's off the post, and it's in! You just can't stop him, can you? Ethan Ross on Derby Day, no less! Nice ball from Graham to Oliver. Now McCann. Sends it in. Good first touch from Nesbitt! As you said, Calvin Miller was open. He just couldn't find him. Pass misplaced by Hamilton. Tate feeds it through to Nesbitt. What a ball! In Nesbitt! It's saved and it's in! Calvin Miller makes it 2 on Derby Day for Falkirk! It's a decent looking ball in from Witherspoon, and it's in by Lewis McCann. That's the quality that David Witherspoon brings. Lovely ball in. Will be the left boot of Joe Chalmers to send this one forward. Flighted ball in. Hogarth comes for it. Hamilton's header. And Luke Graham there to defend at the last. Luke Graham.
Jameson delivers again, finds for Dice. Unbelievable save by Jerome Pryor. Schomburn into Brown. Finds Stanton, breaks away. Squares it for Hamilton, and Hamilton finishes. And Liam Dick now in the book as well for time wasting. Looks like Liam Dick is about to be sent off with one late on Michael Nottingham. Pittman, Stevie May runs off it. Good chance this, has a strike. So, taken quickly, Rhys McAleer, square for Pitts. Stephen Kelly delivers. Danny Wilson's up! Danny Wilson equalises! A great delivery by Stephen Kelly. Danny Wilson's just been sent off. Red card for. Breaks forward. Smashes Pryor. Palms Schomburn. Mullen strikes. Pryor. McAleer delivers. Nottingham's up. Michael Nottingham! It's unbelievable! Rhys McAleer delivers. What a time for the big man to get his first goal this season.
Morton travelled to Hamilton hoping to repeat their SPFL Trust Trophy win just a few weeks ago. Striker Filip Stuparevich looking bright early on. After a first half primarily made up of half chances, more clear-cut opportunities would appear in the second. Owen Moffat being denied the opener by a smart stop from Charlie Albinson. It would take until late into the game for the deadlock to be broken. 77 minutes gone when a free kick was eventually turned home from close range by Ollie Shaw. Shaw came to life after grabbing the game's opening goal, with the striker going on to double his tally in the 81st minute with another instinctive close-range finish. Accies were flying late in the game and would go on to grab a third before time. 84 minutes on the clock when Shaw completed his hat-trick with an excellent finish. Shaw the hero as Accies took all 3 points on home turf. Partick Thistle made a quick start on their visit to the National Stadium, taking the lead after just 14 minutes, with Logan Chalmers poking home after a goalmouth scramble. Thistle continued to threaten the Queen's Park goal throughout the first half, Chalmers going close to grabbing a second, but his strike whistling wide. The home team would begin to create more clear-cut chances of their own after the break. A big save required from Miles Roberts to keep out Jack Turner here. The Spiders would continue to probe throughout the second half. Another huge chance falling, this time to Dane Murray, but Roberts was again on hand to make the save. It was an even game at Hampden, and the away side would have one last chance to hammer home their advantage late on, with Chalmers' shot clipping the woodwork. Thistle narrowly coming away with all 3 points. Airdrie welcomed high-flying Ayr United to Lanarkshire, with the Diamonds going close to taking the lead inside the first minute, as Ben Wilson curled just wide. But the away team could have had an early lead in their own right. A well-placed cross leading to a header from George Oakley, which flew just by the post. Both sides would create half chances in the first half and throughout the second, Rhys Armstrong seeing his path to goal blocked by Ayr defender Frankie Musonda. The best chance of the game would fall to the away side in the second period, a free kick making its way to striker Oakley, who was denied by a fine stop from Murray Johnson. With time running out, the game needed a moment of magic to settle the scores. Step forward Ayr's Dylan Watrett with a stunning strike in the 70th minute. A moment of magic from the teenager, securing the points for the honest men. Here's how things stood after the weekend's William Hill Championship action. Wins for Falkirk and Livingston meant that the gap at the top remained 4 points. Partick Thistle leapfrogged Queen's Park after their win at Hampden, while Hamilton Accies moved up to 6th following a 3-0 win. It didn't take long for Dumbarton's match with Kelty Thistle to spring into life. Just 14 minutes gone when James Hilton smashed home a sublime opener. But the home side's lead wouldn't last too long. 28 minutes on the clock when Kelty pulled one back via the head of Jake Davidson. It was a competitive affair at the Rock, with both sides pushing hard for the next goal. Billy Mackay being kept out by a sharp save from Brett Long. But it would be the home team who would nudge themselves in front again. A corner kick on 63 minutes, eventually dropping for Ryan Blair, who provided a cool finish. And the Suns would go on to hammer home their advantage before time. Patient play from Hilton on 72 minutes, who slid home his second of the game for 3-1. Back-to-back league wins for Dumbarton, who looked to have turned the corner. Montrose welcomed Cove Rangers to Links Park on Saturday, with the home side almost taking an early lead as Kane Hester tried to pounce upon a ball which was dropped by Balin Demas. The home team looked bright throughout the first half, with Hester getting on the end of another chance soon enough, but Demas doing enough to keep the striker out. It would take until after the break for the first goal to arrive, with Cove's Michael Doyle drilling home an excellent shot for 1-0 in the 48th minute. It's fair to say that the momentum swung in favour of the away team in the second period, with Mitch Megginson denied Cove's second by a flying stop from Cammy Gill. But Cove's number 9 wouldn't be denied for too long, Megginson tucking home his 100th Scottish League goal to seal the points on 86 minutes. An excellent away display from Cove, who moved top of the table. Alloa aimed to build upon a good win at Oakville View last week, as they welcomed Arbroath to the Rex, with Stephen Buchanan's early effort going close to putting the Wasps a goal up. Arbroath's biggest chance of the first half would come in the 40th minute, when the visitors were awarded a penalty kick for a foul on Scott Stewart. Alloa's Callum Waters receiving a yellow card for his protests. Lichty's captain Tam O'Brien stepped up to take the spot kick, but couldn't beat PJ Morrison from 12 yards. But the away side would take the lead before half-time. 43 minutes on the clock, when an effort from Callum Gallagher was adjudged to have crossed the line despite Alloa's best efforts. The start of the second half would see Alloa reduced to 10 men. Defender Waters shown his second yellow card of the game for a foul in the 46th minute. Arbroath pushed hard to hammer home the man advantage, with a big chance falling to Innes Murray after good work from Ryan Dow, but the midfielder couldn't find a way past Morrison. Young Alloa midfielder Tyrese McDonnell would find himself in referee Stephen Kirkland's book on 78 minutes after this incident. The away team would keep pushing to double their lead late on, with the best chance falling to Murray, whose shot crashed back off the post. And the home team would go on to end the game with 9 men, as young McDonnell was shown his second yellow card for a foul in the 90th minute, with Arbroath eking out a narrow win. The Warriors started brightly in this encounter with Kelty Hearts. Matty Yates with the game's first chance, his effort curling just wide of the post. But the home team would take just 15 minutes to find the game's opening goal. Ewan O'Reilly reacting quickest in the box to pick out the bottom corner. Stenhousemuir continued to pile on the pressure throughout the first period, with Matty Aitken seeing a headed effort creep narrowly wide. And the Warriors would go on to double their lead shortly after the break. 47 minutes gone, when Gregor Buchanan marked his 450th senior appearance with a goal. Having been second best for large spells of the game, Kelty would grow into proceedings late on. 76 minutes gone, when Ross Cunningham smashed home to halve the deficit. And there would be late drama to come, as Kelty won a penalty kick deep into added time thanks to a handball from Warriors defender Buchanan. Having already scored, Cunningham stepped up, but was denied by a brilliant save from Darren Jameson, as the home side held on for all 3 points. Derby Day in the south of Scotland saw Queens make the short trip to Gallowbank, with Oscar McIntyre going close to putting the Doonhamers a goal up early on. Both sides jostled for position early on, with a chance breaking for Annan's Josh Todd in a crowded penalty area, with his strike cannoning back off the post. Chances would come and go at both ends in a competitive first period, with Rhys Lyon testing the resolve of Jamie Smith in the Annan net. The Doonhamers' biggest chance though would come in the second half, as a well-placed cross dropped to Harry Cochrane, who was unable to turn home. But it was the home side who struck first, with Aidan Smith pouncing on a loose ball to finish in the 57th minute. Queens would continue to battle late on, with another huge chance coming. This time it was midfielder Lyon who saw his headed effort drift wide, as Annan took the lion's share of the spoils on Derby Day. Here's how things are shaping up in William Hill League One. Cove Rangers lead the way after an excellent away win at Montrose. Stenhousemuir and Alloa Athletic trail the league leaders on goal difference, while just 5 points separates first and ninth in an incredibly competitive division. Livingston travel to East End Park, hoping to continue their unbeaten start to the season, with Liam Soule going close for the Lions in the opening minutes. But after a bruising derby defeat to Falkirk, Dunfermline started strongly on Tuesday evening, with Chris Kane making it 1-0 just 7 minutes in. The home side were well on top in this encounter, and could have been 2 up before the break, as Craig Clay saw an effort crack back off the post. But the Pars would eventually go on to extend their lead in the second half. 56 minutes gone when Kyle Benedictus headed home from a corner kick. Dunfermline are always a threat from set pieces, and they would make it 3-0 in the 71st minute when Kane turned home his second of the game. A fantastic home win for James McPake's side. Raith welcomed Airdrie to Starks Park on Tuesday evening, with Rovers taking just 20 minutes to open the scoring as Scott Brown swept home from outside the area. Rovers were firmly on top throughout the first period and had a few half chances to double their advantage. This effort from Jack Hamilton, well saved by Murray Johnson. Things would continue in a similar vein after the break, with Raith pushing to make it 2. A good chance falling for Finlay Pollock, whose header was just too tame. Airdrie struggled to create too many clear-cut chances in Kirkcaldy, but went close to levelling things up late on, only to be denied by a good save from Kevin Dabrowski, as it ended 1-0 at Starks Park. Morton hoped to bounce back from Saturday's defeat to Accies when they welcomed Queen's Park. An early chance coming to Owen Moffat, who was kept out by Callum Ferry. But it would be the away side to strike first at Capello. A well-placed cross on 25 minutes, being volleyed home by Zach Rudden for 1-0. Morton though could have been levelled by half-time. Aaron Lyle working an angle in the Queen's Park box, with only a last-ditch header stopping the strike from finding the top corner. The Spiders would push to add to their lead after the break, with Henry Fieldson creating an opportunity for himself, only to be denied by Lewis Budanowkis. Morton midfielder Ian Wilson would have to be careful from 74 minutes onwards, as he was booked for a foul on Fieldson. And the home side would end the game with 10 men, after Wilson was giving his marching orders for a second bookable offence late on, as it ended 1-0 to the away side. Here's how things stand in the William Hill Championship after 3 midweek fixtures. Falkirk remain 4 clear at the top after Livingston's loss at East End Park. Queen's Park are up to 4th after their 1-0 win at Capello. And Raith Rovers moved up to 7th, following their narrow win over Airdrie.